Sponsored by Novak.
Hey everybody, welcome to RCCarAction.com and another edition of RCNet. Today we're going to take a look at the Axial AX10 Scorpion ready to run, the all-new built-for-you version of Axial's popular rock-crawling 2.2 tire kit. As you can see, it comes with a factory painted body that's a big departure from the retro lines of the B17 Betty on the Axial kit truck. There's a bunch of features under the hood here too that you won't find on the kit version. Let's take a look. Typically a rock crawl has a locked front axle. In the case of the ready to run, Axial has installed a differential in the front axle. That gives it much better handling for bashing around and just plain having fun, and you can still crawl pretty well even with a front differential. Servo stays on top of the axle like the kit truck, but now instead of a fixed link, there's a servo saver to protect those servo gears. That way a jolt when you're bashing around and driving won't impact the servo. Flexible links up front also help protect against damage. And the shocks are the same as the kit truck, which means they have plastic bodies with titanium nitride shock shafts for very smooth suspension action. For power, Axial supplies a 27-turn 540 motor. Basic stock stuff, particularly well suited to this truck because we want torque in a rock-crawling, bashing around machine, not sheer top speed. Speed control and receiver are mounted under the battery tray. It includes a forward reverse speed control with double pump reverse. That means that when you apply up trigger, you get nothing but brake until you return the trigger to neutral and then hit up trigger again to activate the reverse mode. That prevents you from hitting reverse accidentally and causing extra strain on the transmission. But if you do strain the transmission, there is a slipper clutch attached to the transmission so that any overstress will cause the slipper to slip instead of stressing the gears or the drive shafts. In the rear of the truck, we find a solid straight axle. The kit version of the Scorpion includes steering parts back here for adjusting rear toe or for adding rear steer later. It's actually a better setup on the ready to run because these straight pieces have no slop, no play. There are no extra parts to wear or get sloppy. And for 2.2 crawling, if you want to get into competition, rear steer and rear steering is not allowed anyways. For the drivetrain, we have telescoping axles, just like on the kit truck. Instead of aluminum links, we have plastic links, which are flexible for crash protection and durability. Tires are the same as on the kit truck. Likewise, we have real bead-lock wheels to hold those tires in place without glue. If you want to swap tires later, it's just a matter of breaking out some tools, not boiling tires, or worse, throwing away tires and rims to get new ones because they're glued on forever. The Scorpion does include a front differential, but the rear axle is locked. It actually uses a better locker than the one that's included with the kit version of the Scorpion. Axial's heavy-duty locker is a solid casting that completely fills the diff housing, so it's just not going to spin no matter what. Now for serious rock crawling, Axial also includes an extra diff locker for the front axle. The 20-tooth pinion is better for general-duty driving, but if you do want to go serious with rock crawling, you can install the included 14-tooth pinion for a lot more torque and more climbing ability. Of course, you need a radio system to control it all. Axial supplies their AX1 system. It's a basic AM unit. You have trim knobs and reversing switches. No dual rate steering, but with a rock crawler, you really want full steering all the time anyways, so no loss there. In all, Axial's put together a great package. It's an easy way to get into rock crawling, but you don't need to be stuck doing only rock crawling. With the larger pinion and the front diff, it's a fun bashing truck as well. I'm Pete Vieira, and I'll see you next time.
Only at RCCarAction.com.